Hello people, it's Nation here. How are we all doing today? So, carrying on 30k. Starting a 30k army. So, this one, if you're interested in Death Guard, this is the one we're going to look at. Now, I haven't read up a lot of the fluff on Death Guard. I've only read what's been in the books. I did kind of read it a brief glance and I can't remember too much about it. I remember they used to be called the Dusk Raiders, I believe. If I've got that wrong already, I'm off to a bad start. But, so, what I was going to do is mainly focus on the beginning, the sort of main Legion rules as a first off point of view. And get my kind of initial first thoughts on it. I've only played against them a couple of times and I haven't really kind of figured out what their main strength. Obviously the size thing is a big old thing. Looking at the unit types, we got Mortarion, we got Typhon, Marshal Durak Rusk, section leader Chrysos Mortug, and then they've only got 2 units. So, seeing how this video goes, if it's long, then I might cut it after this. If we're making good time and progress, we'll move on to looking at the Grave Wardens and the Deathshroud Terminator Squad. So, let's have a read of what we got here. The Death Guard are stalwart and implacable fighters who have made a speciality both of endurance under the harshest of circumstances and of overcoming the most nightmarish and inhospitable of war zones. Their name is a byword for unflinching determination and victory through bloody, grueling attrition when all else fails, as well as for expertise in the darker arts of warfare such as bioalchem and rad weaponry. Yeah. Chem people. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the rules. All models and units with the special rule are subject to the following provisions. Legionnaires astartes. Units with the special rule may always attempt to regroup regardless of casualties. Yes, we might know that. Remorseless. The Death Guard are immune to fear and automatically pass any pinning tests they are called to make. Okay, so they're immune to fear. So, they've got a massive upside against Night Lords already. Yeah, Sons of Barbarous, veterans of the most, and automatically pass any pinning tests. You know what, I had to read that a second time just to kind of get the gist of that. You're not going to slow these guys down. They're just going to all the way through. Sons of Barbarous, veterans of the most hellish battlefields of the Great Crusade. Death Guard models with the special rule may re-roll failed dangerous terrain tests. Models with this rule also gain Feel No Pain 4+ against any wounds inflicted against them by attacks that have the Poison or Fleshbane type ability. This ability cannot be combined with Feel No Pain from other sources. Okay. So if you ever try and use any kind of poison rounds on them, they get a 4+ Feel No Pain. And Fleshbane. I don't know many things against Fleshbane. I mean, maybe against some of the weird stuff the mechanic can pull out, that might be really handy. I don't know enough about the other legions to say if they do that or not. Maybe some of the siege people. That'll be interesting. And intractable. When making sweeping advance, test models with the special rule reduce the score they roll by -1. Okay, so a little bit slow. So, okay, so that means they're not so great at sweeping advances, but does mean they're more inclined for prolonged fights, basically. Yeah, every legion's got to have a downside. I'm guessing that's the Death Guard's one. Legion-specific units and wargear. In addition to those found in the Crusade Army list, the Death Guard Legion has particular access to the following additional units: Deathshroud terminators and Warden terminators, and the specialised wargear, chem munitions and power sights. Right, let's have a look at chem munitions. Flame weapons taken as part of the Death Guard force may be upgraded special issue chem munition, i.e. flamers, hand flamers, heavy flamers, combi flamers and flamestorm cannon at no additional cost. Okay, didn't know that. If the upgrade is taken, all eligible weapons in a unit or on a chosen vehicle are upgraded, and this should be noted on the army list. Weapons with the chem munitions upgrade gain both the Shred and Gets Hot special rule. Ooh. Okay. I did not realise that. Why do Death Guard players I play against not take lots of flamers? That's interesting. Interesting. It's only for flame things. Death Guard may be upgraded for special issue chem munitions. So it's only flame weapons. I'd probably use that quite a lot. Take a lot of flamers. Powered size. Any character or independent character. Ooh, so that means sergeants. With the Legionnaires as size, Death Guard special rule, eligible to take a power fist as part of their options, may instead take a Deathshroud power scythe for the same listed cost. Now let's have a look at the power scythe. The power scythe is range nothing, it's a melee weapon, +1 strength, so strength 5 standard, AP 2, melee, reaping blow and two-handed. So you're downgrading the strength because you'd be going from strength 8 down to strength 5. Now let's have a look at reaping blow. Models using a weapon with a special rule fight at -1 initiative in assault. Okay, so it's not last. In addition, if the wielder is in base contact with more than one enemy model in the initiative step in which they fight, they gain +1 attack. Now, is that worth the trade-off? So let's look at this. So you're going to strength 5, AP 2, melee, reaping blow, two-handed. So you're not going to get an extra attack because of 2 close combat weapons because it's two-handed. However, if you're in base contact with more than one person, you'll get that extra attack. So you'll be standard initiative 3, strength 5. Let me read it again. Models with a weapon with a special rule fire -1 initiative in assault. Okay, we got that. In addition, if the wielder is in base contact with more than one enemy model at the initiative step in which they fight, they gain +1 attack. I thought the power scythe used to be you get an attack for every single person in base contact with. However, maybe that's been retconned, I don't know. Interesting. Would you trade it for a power fist? Because if you had a power fist and you had a bolt pistol, there's still... I don't know if a power fist is classed as a specialist weapon. I'll have to check on that. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Death Guard. Unique right of war. The Reaping. Yep, okay. I'm not going to read that because my speech voice is not great. No Ian McKellen or I can't even think of names of voice actors right now. Okay, Gary Oldman, maybe, I don't know. Right, okay, so let's see. Effects. Superior firepower. Death Guard Legion veteran tactical squads and Legion heavy support squads may be taken as non-compulsory troop choices using this right of war. Ooh, that's interesting. So you could have 6 heavy support squads or 6 veteran tactical squads. However, you've got to fill up on... Actually no, you only need 2. So therefore, you could have... Math... 7 veteran tactical squads or 7 heavy support squads. That'd be pricey, but it'd be quite cool. Implacable. All units in this detachment using this right of war gain the move through cover special rule. Okay. Handy. Dark Arsenal. Any character or independent character model chosen as part of the primary detachment using this right of war with the Legionnaires' Astartes Death Guard special rule may be given rag grenades for 10 points each. That's interesting. If I remember rightly, rag grenades reduce your toughness. I may be wrong. I haven't read up rag grenades in a while. Limitations. Models and units taken as part of the detachment using the right of war may not make run or flat out moves. Ooh, so that means it's going to be kind of slow. Detachments using this right of war may not deploy models using deep strike rule, and units which must deploy this method therefore cannot be chosen as part of the detachment. Okay, so no deep striking. Interesting. Detachment users right of war may only take a single fast attack choice on their force organisation chart. Is that worth it? If you're going to spam out on heavy support or veteran squads, yeah, probably. Giving everyone rag grenades, it might make your veterans pretty beastie in combat. I'm never entirely sure about these rights of war. They seem to have a lot of drawbacks, but it kind of makes you tailor it to a fluffy kind of way of doing things. But I mean, what you could do, I guess, get 2 support squads, 2 tactical squads, fill the rest up with veteran squads, then use the rest of the elite squads for contemptors and terminators and stuff like that. That might be a way of doing it. So, I don't find anything massively crazy about this yet. There's nothing that's scary. I mean, like taking old flamers things, that'd be kind of cool, but the problem is they all gets hot. So a lot of them might die. Yeah. Death Guard, maybe. I'm sure they've got something else which is going to be scary. Right, let's move on to this. Let's do the Grave Warden Terminator Squad and the Deathshroud Terminator Squad. Both Terminator Squads. Interesting. So it's at 200 points for the Grave Wardens. You get Grave Warden Terminator and you get a Chem Master. So four Wardens, 1 Chem Master. Their unit type, Grave Warden Terminator's infantry, and the Chem Master's a character, not independent, just a character. Wargear Cataphractii pattern Terminator armor, assault grenade launcher with crack and toxin grenades. Ooh. Power Fist and Death Cloud. Okay. I don't even know what that is. Legionnaires' Astartes Death Guard. They've got implacable advance, which means they're a scoring unit. Okay. Interesting. Squad. A Grave Warden Terminator squad may choose a Land Raider Proteus or a Land Raider Phobos as a dedicated transport if it numbers 5 models, or a Spartan if it is 10. Okay, so kind of like your standard Terminators, but they seem to have a bit more. They can have an additional 5 Grave Warden Terminators for 35 points each. Any model in the unit may upgrade their Power Fist to a Chain Fist. Eee, for 5 points! Oh! An entire squad of Chain Fists. So if you had just a 5-man squad with Chain Fists, it's only 225 points. 1 Grave Warden for every 5 models in the unit may exchange their grenade launcher for a heavy flamer with chem munitions for 10 points. Yeah, I'll probably do that. The Chem Master may exchange a grenade launcher for a combi weapon for free. Probably take that maybe for a metal shot. Okay, Assault Grenade Launcher. A robust, if short-range, belt-fed weapon, the grenade launcher carried by Grave Wardens is a modified pattern designed primarily for mounting on vehicles of the Imperial Army. It carries 2 kinds of ammunition. One is a standard-shaped charge, crack shell, and the other a toxin warhead, which unleashes a burst of highly lethal chemical agents and concentrated acid vapor on detonation. The weapon has the following profile. So, weapon, assault grenade launcher. Crack is 18-inch range, strength 6, AP 4, assault 2. Might be good for maybe damaging some rhinos. Well, toxin, which is an 18-inch range, strength star, AP 4, assault 2, blast 3, poison 3+, no cover saves. So, if you're going against Astra Militarum, that's going to be terrifying. Yeah, now I haven't played against Astra Militarum yet. Apparently they're massively overpowered, but these guys sound like they're the combat for it. Deathcloud, the Terminator armor of the Grey Wardens carried a built-in alchemical containment and projection units, allowing the unit to shroud itself in a murderous fog of toxins and direct focus jets of lethally poisonous vapors against their enemies. So they're just pumping toxins at you. The Deathcloud means that any unit with a toughness characteristic charging an unengaged unit will be forced into making a disordered charge whilst doing so. In addition, the Deathcloud can be used as a weapon with the following profile and may also be used to make Overwatch attacks contrary to the usual limitations of cataphractic Terminator armor. Okay. So Deathcloud is a template, star, AP4, assault 1, poison 3+. Ooh. Now, here's a question. Can you fire both? Can you fire both? Cool thing is you could do Overwatch with this. That's interesting. I shall have to ask the question of the guy who plays Death Guard. Can it be done on both? So the Deathcloud means that unit with the toughness characteristic charging with a toughness so it means if it's a vehicle, it doesn't count. Charging an unengaged unit will be forced into making a disordered charge while doing so. So it basically means they don't get their plus extra attack for charging. Interesting. Definitely see some potential with those guys. Not like they're an assault squad, by all means, because having chain fists, like, it's just, why not? But they seem like they've got a bit of like nasty, like having to come at them is going to be a bit ugh. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let's move on to the Deathshroud Terminator squad. So it's 90 points and you get 2 Deathshroud. Okay. Also as well, stats wise they're pretty much the same as the Terminator. They get 2 attacks for the Grave Warden, 2+ save. Leadership 8, Leadership 9 for the Grandmaster. Standard sort of stuff. Deathshroud Terminator, they got 2 wounds, 2 attacks, Leadership 10, 2 up save. Infantry Terminator armor, so it's not a cataphracti. It's just Terminator, so it only means a 5+ invuln. Hand flavor with chem munitions, Deathshroud, Power Scythe, Legion as a start, Death Guard, Implacable Advance, so they're a scoring unit as well. Favoured of Mortarion, and a Deathshroud Terminator squad numbering 5 models or less may take a Land Raider Phobos as a dedicated transport. Only a Land Raider Phobos. They don't get to pick anything else. Okay. You can have up to 8 additional Deathshroud for 40 points each. Oh, that'll be a pricey unit. And the squad may have melter bombs at 5 points each. Probably, yeah. But the kind of the way they've redone the rules now makes melter bombs a bit interesting. Whether or not. Implacable Advance basics, yeah, just means that they're scoring units. Favoured of Mortarion, in addition to being a HQ or an elite's choice in their own right, a Deathshroud Terminator unit may be chosen instead of Command Squad as bodyguard for any Terminator armor equipped Praetor of the Death Guard, or the Primarch Mortarion himself. Deathshroud Terminators must always be modelled, painted to be visually distinct from standard Legion Terminator squads to avoid confusion. Ha! So if you've got Deathshrouds, you've got to paint them differently. Even says it in the rules. That's crazy. In regards to Grave Wardens, they're a heavy support choice. Deathshroud are HQ/elites. Yeah. I think we'll probably wrap it up with that one for today. We'll have a look into the characters either in the next one or the next one. I will do a bit of reading up on the Death Guard themselves, give you a little bit of fluff behind them, what they do, etc, 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 and then we'll come back to the rules afterwards. I'll make up my mind one way or the other. But yes, I hope that's been informative. I hope that's helped you out. That is the start of the Death Guard. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Take it steady, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye bye.